This introduction to the PinPointEye City Tour guide is showing you the Broadway tour that was created in the video in just a few minutes. The guide itself is just over 11 minutes long, but it's well worth watching through to the end to get the best out of PinPointEye and to make life so much easier for you when you're visiting cities or creating a tour. In this case, we're creating a town and country tour. So if you want to get the best out of PinPointEye, do be patient and watch this through to the end, and you'll see tips and tricks on how to get the best out of the app. Here we're seeing how the tour can be shared with people who do not have the app. They get a PDF and they can go on the same tour, get instant directions. They can look at the hyperlinks that are attached to the saved places and see the websites that are linked to the saved places, or pictures or videos. So I hope you enjoy viewing it, but see it through to the end to get the best out of it. If you're going to create a tour in PinPointEye, it's best to start with a bit of research first. Here we're looking at the Broadway website, an area in the Cotswolds. This is a very attractive town. We're looking at the attractions on there. There's a museum there. And we'll make a note of which ones are of interest to us. We might go to one museum. Here we're looking at the Gordon Russell Museum, Broadway Tower. I think we'll definitely make that a visit. Looks very interesting. It's just outside of the town. It's just a short walk, about a mile outside of the town. The other thing we can look at is shops. If we're interested in art, we can look at art galleries. So we'll make a note of this one at 69 High Street, Broadway Contemporary Art. Might try and pinpoint that. And we'll maybe look at one or two more. We're now in the location screen in PinPointEye, and we're going to create our first list. We click the plus icon to the right of the instant pinpoint icon. We call it Broadway Tour. So now we've created our list. All we have to do now is create our first location. Now from the website, we've noted a place that we're looking for, and we can just simply go to the search bar and type in what we're looking for. In this case, it's the Broadway Museum and Art Gallery, and it's come up in the list. So you simply have to click it, and now what we can do is it's pinpointed it on the map. We can expand the map to increase the accuracy of where we want to put our map pointer, and we've decided that's where we're going to pinpoint it. So if people are on this tour, they know exactly where to meet. It really is very accurate. You can literally pinpoint a parking place with PinPointEye. So we'll give it a label. We have to put a label in. Don't always have to put a label in. Sometimes the label is included in the address. So that's our first place, saved place on a tour. We can now browse the map with our pointer to see what else is available. Expanding the map reveals more icons, but we've homed in on the car park here, and as we're going by car, that's a good place to pinpoint so we know exactly where to go to park. Again, we just give it a label and save it. We've got our second place on the tour now. Now we've found the Gordon Russell Design Museum. Expand the map a bit, look in satellite mode, and we can see it's there, so that's where to pinpoint it. Just give it a label and save it. That's our next third save place. We're now briefly going to show how instant pinpoint works. So press the target symbol and then press that compass symbol in the bottom right to optimize accuracy, and that instantly records where you're standing. So you can be in the town, stand outside somewhere that's a place of interest to you, and just record it. Now it goes into the instant folder by default, but you can choose another folder if you like. I now click on the address to navigate to the place I've pinpointed instantly, and it's taken me to exactly where I'm standing. We're looking at the Avon Valley Railway Museum. Here I'm choosing the menu option to move the location out of instant pinpoint category into my favorites list. It's now in my favorites list. Selecting the hyperlink menu option allows you to attach a website to a saved place, or a picture or video from your cloud storage. Now what we're attaching here now is a link I've copied to the clipboard. I simply put my finger into the box to paste it into the hyperlink box, and now I can see the video. Here we're seeing an example of pinpointing a small business that does not appear as a business on the map. We've found it now. Now all we do now is press save. Don't be tempted to expand the map, because we're relying on Google Maps having located that business accurately. And as you can see from the address, 69A High Street, it has located the right address. We're now navigating to the address that Google found for us to see what exactly it has pinpointed. And if we home in, expand the map, we'll see, if we go in satellite mode, that it is actually pinpointed the roof of the building. But we want to make it more accurate, and we will. We're now going to edit the save place, go into satellite mode, and keep the pointer where it is. Keep an eye on the address and ensure that it remains at 69A High Street. What we can do now, if we expand the map, is just move the pointer over the rooftop to the front of the building and save the place as the front of the building. When we get directions now, we get directions to the front of the building. Just put the label in again, Broadway, Contemporary Art, and save our new location. I'm just looking for somewhere to have lunch now. We found somewhere, the Swan Inn there, so we can record that as a place for lunch. Then we'll find one or two other places and then go on to the Broadway Tower, and then from the Broadway Tower our last destination for the tour will be Snows Hill Manor. Other places can be pinpointed and recorded when we're in Broadway very easily, just by standing outside the place of interest and pressing the instant pinpoint button. Oh look, I found a tea shop. May as well pinpoint that one as well, in case we get thirsty on the way. Quickly add the label, and it's done. I found the station for the Gloucestershire-Warwickshire Steam Railway here. We may not have time to visit it, and if we don't, I can always move this save place to a new tour as the start of a new tour. So either way, it's useful to record. We're now searching for the Broadway Tower. Select it from the list. Here it is on the map. Now what we're going to do now, we've travelled there by car, so we need to see if there's a car park. So just expanding the map a little bit, and further down we can see the car park. So we'll just put our pointer into the car park, put it into satellite mode, and pinpoint the start of the car park as the place to pinpoint and meet if we're meeting there. Here we've just added a new place to go up the Cotswolds Way a little bit to a really nice viewpoint, David Jeff's Bench. So we'll just record this as well as it's nearby. If you look in the top right hand corner of the screen now, you see a red marker. That's a share request from Joe Brown. I accept the share request. I go into the Sent to Me folder to look at what he sent to me, and it is the Snows Hill Manor location. I transfer it to my lists and then select Broadway Tour to transfer it to. And now we've got the location that Joe sent to me, the pinpoint location for Snows Hill Manor, added to our Broadway tour. And there's quite a few places in there. I've just clicked on the address now to navigate to the place that Joe has pinpointed for us. Thanks, Joe, that's really pinpoint accurate. We're in map view now, and any of the pointers can be selected, and from the selected pointer you can get instant directions to the location. On the list, if you look at the items on the list, the numbers to the right are the distance from your current location. Next, we're selecting the Update Calendar option from the Save Places menu. A separate calendar can be created that can be shared with anyone with a full itinerary of the places to visit at set times. Here's the email we get giving details of how it's done, but a separate video accompanies this video showing exactly how it's all done. And here we see how the calendar itinerary looks on your phone once you put it in place. You can click on any of the locations and you still get the same pinpoint accurate directions to the places on your tour. In this case, the Broadway Tower car park. There will be a link to another YouTube video from the description in this video to show how this was created.